ding, 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 ding. Welcome back to the Jenna Julien Podcast.
We're on the couch.
It's a couch cast.
We're on our couch. Welcome to our couch cast. We're actually podcasting from our couch right now. That's the thing that's happening.
This is pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having a great time. Welcome to Couchcast 2K17.
This Couchcast, guys, is all about being comfortable, which is why it's sponsored by MeUndies.
Oh, a segue right in the beginning.
Right now you can get your MeUndies by going to MeUndies.com/Jenna Julien. Get 20% off your first order and get some of the softest, most comfortable, most wonderful underwear in the world. MeUndies actually just recently sponsored our 24-hour live Twitch stream, and they're amazing. So go check them out. We're on the couch.
Yeah, we are. Well, I mean, I feel like we're on the couch right now because we did not fully recover from our 24-hour Twitch stream.
No.
It was mostly you.
I have absolutely not recovered. You know, yesterday felt like a fake, like it was like a fake sense of recovery. Like I woke up and I was like, oh, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
And then we went out drinking for Jason's birthday and I was like, nope.
I'm not okay.
Nope, not good.
I'm exhausted.
Not good. So if you've been under a rock or you don't pay attention to our Twitch stream, we...
on Friday, starting at 6 a.m.
Oh, we talked about it last podcast, but yeah, so starting Friday at 6 a.m., I went live on Twitch until Saturday at 6 a.m.
Friday wasn't
for me. Jenna popped in and out. You were there for a fair bit of time, but I was pretty much in there, aside from a couple potty breaks and getting some food. I was there for 24 straight hours, which was one of the most wild experiences of my life. Was
it as hard as you thought it was going to be?
It was just different than I thought it was going to be. Like, I knew it was going to be hard.
Yeah.
But my expectations for the 24-hour stream were like, I thought I was just going to be semi-tired for 24 hours.
Yeah.
The way it was, though, is for 18 hours, I was golden.
Yeah, you were good.
I was hydrated. I was just cruising. I didn't feel any sort of fatigue for 18 hours. And then when 18 hours hit, I went nuts and I started to slowly lose my mind till 24. The last 4 to 6 hours were incredibly difficult. And I didn't think it was going to just all of a sudden be difficult. So that's what it was. Shouts out to Jeff, Jay Cyrus, Jason, Josh and Gabs for stopping by. Chris for playing with us. Like, we had so many people contributing to the stream.
Speed was there.
Ethan played with us. And Hila. But it was crazy. Like, we played PUBG for 24 straight hours.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff...
I'm like laying down.
That's okay. You can lay down. It's a couch cast.
It feels so weird.
You can sit however you want. It's a couch cast. But, like, after that 24-hour stream, like, Jason and Jeff are your real friends, man. Like, that takes a real friend.
Yeah.
To sit here. Especially, like, I think Jeff, like, big time because he stayed all the way until 6 a.m. and those are, like, your hard hours. You know? Like, I came in and, like, really sat with you and was with you for your hard hours, you know?
Yeah.
Because you need somebody to, like, entertain you and, like, make you laugh a little and keep you going. And Jeff, like, he really pulled through for you, man.
Yeah, at the end there, you just want it to be over. Like, when there was, I remember there was a point where there was, like, 3 hours left. And those 3 hours just felt like so daunting.
Yeah.
I was like, 3 whole hours left?
Yeah.
Because you have nothing left.
Yeah.
And you can't really focus on the game. Like, you can't take it seriously. There's no way you're getting chicken dinner at that point. You're just fucking around. You're just dropping in weird places and doing this and that. And all I wanted to do was just not stream anymore.
Yeah.
But I did it. And I was like so happy I did it. I also really want to shout out our Twitch contact, Kevin, who put us on the front page for a better part of the stream.
Yeah. And everybody that watched.
And everyone that watched.
Would you say it was a success? Did you accomplish what you wanted to accomplish?
I didn't know what I wanted to accomplish aside from just going live for 24 hours. Yeah. So I would say it was absolutely a success. I think it went better than I could have ever hoped.
Well, now every stream that you do after that is going to be so easy.
Yeah, even, you know, what's crazy about the 24-hour stream is I just realized how mental streaming is.
Yeah.
Like, so much of it is mental. And the longest stream I had done up until this Friday was 6 hours maybe.
And you would hit that at noon.
And I hit that at noon. And I was fine. That's the crazy thing. Up until like 9, 10 p.m., I was like so good. I couldn't believe how well I was doing for, like an 18-hour stream.
Yeah. And Priv also streamed 24 hours with you.
Oh, yeah, of course. Side of Priv. Got to shout him out. Josh. Awesome mod and friend.
Do you have any tips? Because I know Jason, when he did his 24-hour Periscope, his tip to you was to stay as hydrated as you can. Do you have any tips for anyone that wanted to stream for a long time?
Yeah, definitely stay hydrated. That's number one.
Like you had a little bit of caffeine in the morning. I barely even
drank caffeine. I was just like, I was living on hydration. And then also, I didn't felt like I needed it until like in the last stretch. I needed caffeine, but for most of it, I was just like chugging water. I probably had 2 to 3 gallons, which is maybe a little too much. But I was like over hydrating to the point where I was like taking pee breaks at least like once an hour. Yeah. Because it kept me going. Like it felt great. And I didn't eat for the first 6 hours. I like fasted, which helped a lot because that's a personal thing though. Like I don't know how everyone, like maybe you do well when you have a big breakfast. For me,
you might get tired. Yeah.
For energy, I need to fast a little bit. That helps me. But yeah, I mean, just like have a plan and have friends. You definitely need some help. I don't know how Jason did his 24-hour pour-up alone.
I mean, you visited him during it, right?
I don't remember.
I thought we did.
Maybe. Yeah, I think we did. Maybe I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I just know that for the last like 6 hours for him, Gabs went to sleep and he was just like alone, losing his mind.
But anyways, that's kind of why we're couch casting. We are not completely recovered from that day because yesterday we woke up, I want to say we went to bed at like 7 or so, and then we woke up at 4 p.m., 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like 9 hours of sleep. But it was like the wrong 9 hours, and you're also missing like 8 hours.
And then 5 hours later, we're drinking.
Right, because, well, we watched the UFC fight.
Oh, we should talk about that too.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers go out to Tanya Ebinger.
Oh my God.
Bless up.
The sacrificial goat.
She was a goat. But I actually got really emotional after the John Jones DC fight because it just reminded me how unfair life is.
It's really true. And also, and I know Joe Rogan actually, did you see his apology?
Yeah, that he felt terrible about interviewing Daniel Cormier after he got knocked out because he doesn't usually do that. And
he doesn't, not only does he not do, here's the thing, there's two parts to it, I think. One is like, Joe has spoken out about that before. He's been very vocal about the fact that he doesn't think after a fighter gets knocked out and is concussed, should they be interviewed? He thinks that's a bad idea. And I agree with that completely. Yeah. The other part of it is a lot of times the person holding the mic, whether it's Brian Stan or Joe Rogan or whoever, a lot of times they have producers in their ear literally pressuring them to do it. Right. Because they're like, we need this interview. Like, that's what you have to do. Like, go interview them. So it's really hard to know when it's that person's decision and when it's like the producer team's decision. He said that it was his decision. And it's just one of those things where it's like, in the heat of the moment, it's such an iconic fight that so much was leading up to. Joe, I think where he was coming from was like, I want him to have his piece. I give him an option to just say whatever he needed. He didn't really fathom that he was kind of going against what he didn't like. You know what I mean? He was going against like, you know, his rule of like not interviewing knocked out fighters. And I think he realized a little too late. And I could tell he was like super sorry because he said he was beating himself up over it. And like, obviously he means no harm, but it was definitely like, it was sad because he doesn't remember, you know, when you get knocked out like that, you like 9 out of 10 times don't remember any of it. You're like awake all of a sudden and everyone's yelling in the crowd and everyone's telling you that you lost and you don't know what happened. And we were talking about that when we were watching. I was like, I'd cry. Like Daniel Cormier cried. I would cry like 100% of that time. Because, like, I don't know if you've ever been concussed, but you get emotional, man. Getting concussed is a weird experience. I've only been mildly concussed in my life, and it was boxing, like with gloves on. And it was so mild, but I was so surprised at, like, the washing over of just intense emotions right after. And that's just purely out of like, not, you know, I wasn't even doing anything important. If it was like a big event for me and people were watching, I mean, I couldn't imagine how much more amplified that would have been. But yeah, it was kind of heartbreaking to watch DC. Well,
I think also there's a possibility that Joe Rogan decided to do that because Daniel Cormier also is an announcer. Like, you know, he's a little bit more there's a conflict of interest there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is a weird kind of dynamic there. The way, like, Karen Bryan and fucking Michael Bisping, they were all choosing Daniel Cormier to win, when it's like, okay, not, you know, the rest of the fights, they're at the desk with him.
Yeah.
What a conflict of interest that is.
Yeah. But, I mean, I agree with you 1,000% that it's probably not always a good idea. Maybe they wanted to make an exception for Daniel Cormier since he's, like, part of the team, you know, that announces, that talks about fights, that makes theories and predictions. You know, he's a little different. Or, you know, maybe they had asked him prior, like, if you lost, would you want to say something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think also, like, again, in the heat of that moment, you don't want to make the wrong decision, so you figure, like, let's just give him a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it turns out that was the wrong decision, and he was, you know, obviously, I think when you're watching that, you see immediately Joe regret it. Right? As soon as he hears what Daniel says, he's like, fuck, I shouldn't have done this. But what I was saying also before that happened was, I miss John Jones. I miss watching him fight. He's such a special fighter.
I know, but he's such a garbage human.
But he's such a good fighter.
I know, but that, you know,
and like, you
really,
forget how good he was because he took so much time off.
That's why I got upset after the fight was over, because it's so special to watch a truly gifted athlete in their prime, you know, be good at what they do, and watching him reminds you of all of that. And then watching DC lose and being really upset, and you know how much it meant to him and how hard he's been working for so many years, waiting. Like, it's just so frustrating thinking about the pinnacle of DC's career is waiting for this person to stop blowing lines of coke and hitting pregnant women with his car and shit. Like, he has to wait for that person to get their life together to then lose, you know?
Like, in that fashion.
It's really frustrating, and it just, after that fight when Daniel Cormier was crying, it just reminds me, like, how unfair life is, and that, you know, this person with exceptional gifts that, like, almost threw it all away can just decide they want to clean up their act, come back, and just wreck you. It sucks, you know? But it is truly spectacular to watch John Jones fight. All I can say is that it just reminds me how unfair life is, you know?
Yeah. I haven't felt like, watching him fight last night and do what he did, like, I miss the feeling of just being so eager to watch a UFC fight. It doesn't happen anymore. Last
night's card was one of the best UFC cards in a long time.
It was like you were talking about Ronda. When you see someone who's so special
in their heyday,
just go out there and do it. It just blows your mind every time. And the way John Jones fights, like, I've always felt that about him. And so, damn, it was cool to see him fight. I hope the 205-pound division can figure its dick out so we can get more opponents for him. But it looks like he's just looking for money fights now. And
that Brock Lesnar call out was really, I was like, all right, dog, you know, it was so nice to watch you. It was so nice to watch you actually fight and, like, be really good at that. And now you just want a circus. So
circus pays money.
Circus does pay money. It was frustrating.
Yeah.
But then after that, we went to hang out with Jason for his birthday.
Yeah, it was Jason's birthday, so we went and drank with them. Josh was there last night.
By the way, we had pickleback shots. Has anyone had a pickleback shot? Because they are incredible.
So good. I just want pickle juice right now.
Why don't you explain what a pickleback is?
Pickleback is a whiskey shot followed by a shot of pickle juice, and you take,
which sounds nasty.
You take the shot of whiskey, then immediately after you take the shot of pickle juice, so you're left with the taste of pickle juice in your mouth, and it is
so delicious.
Good. It's so good. Like, the heat of the whiskey followed by the saltiness and it's just so good.
Well, so Gabs and I were in the kitchen, and she didn't want to take another whiskey shot, which I don't blame anybody. Like, a couple whiskey shots, and you're like, that's probably enough whiskey for tonight. Yeah. So Gabs was like, I wonder if you can do a pickleback shot with other types of alcohol. So I watched Gabs.
Oh no.
She took a shot of vodka, like straight Tito's, like unflavored vodka, and then drank pickle juice and just looked at me with the saddest look on her face. Like, I wish I didn't do that. She's like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work with vodka.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
I think we can all learn a lesson from Gabs. The picklebacks are only really for whiskey.
She tested it, so you guys don't have to.
Yeah, she did.
Ugh.
I know, right?
I'm just like thinking about vodka with pickle juice.
Vodka's a fucking rough alcohol sometimes, man. I can't do a straight shot of vodka.
It can be gnarly.
I can't do it. It's nasty. It's like too much.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do that. You drink like Tito's straight.
I like Tito's on the rocks with lime. I don't drink it straight. I can't do that. Well, Tito's is good vodka.
Yeah, but I need like some soda water or like tonic in there or something. Like I can't just drink straight vodka.
Yeah, I can't do it with all vodkas. I just like certain, like Tito's is really good. So what's new? Are you excited for Thrones tonight?
Oh my God, I completely forgot it was on.
I still feel so out of it. It's so crazy, the feeling. I mean, you do this all the time. You stay up all the time for a whole day.
I do.
But it's different when you're not living.
Yeah, I mean, that's why when people were watching the stream, they were like, why does Jenna seem so much more awake than everybody else? A, because I wasn't physically playing the video games for 24 hours. Like, that in and of itself is exhausting, along with running the stream is physically exhausting and mentally exhausting. So I was in the living room, I was taking care of the dogs. I was making sure they got food.
Yeah, it was a two-man operation. Like, I couldn't... If you weren't here, like if you were out of town, I could not have done that. Like the dogs needed to get taken care of, the house needed whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't, it felt a little bit like Big Brother. Like,
yeah, I was your showrunner.
Yeah. Like I was just getting watched for 24 hours and you helped everything work.
Right. But so I didn't have that taxing, mental, physical aspect of playing the video games. Yeah. But I also do stay up a lot.
You do.
You're
good at it. You're better at it than I am, which is a testament to your will.
Well, I feel like it's a skill.
It is.
I wouldn't recommend it to anyone because I do know that it's not good for you to get no sleep. It's terrible for you. It literally takes years off of your life.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a skill that you learn how to get good at. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like how many nights when I post my videos on Thursday morning and it's 5 a.m, people are like, go to bed. It's because I haven't gone to bed yet, you know what I mean? But you sort of like learn how to push past tired without caffeine and just get things done. I don't know, it's really effective. I feel like if we have kids someday, I'll be like really good at the whole being exhausted thing.
Yeah.
I mean, knock on wood. I know that's like next level fucking tired. I know that's next level exhaustion.
There's no tired like that.
Yeah, but because your body is physically like super stressed because it's a human life.
It's your human.
Right, yeah. It's not like,
it's not like you're staying up to finish a project
I'm staying up late because I'm binge watching something on Netflix. It's like, no, your body's in a state of like pure panic because you're trying to keep another human being alive. But I do hope...
That sounds fun though.
Yeah, I do hope that I will be okay at staying awake.
I think you will. I think as a team we'll be really good at that.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm excited for Game of Thrones.
Long story short, I'm excited for Game of Thrones.
The first episode was really good. We shouldn't talk about it too much because I know a lot of people don't watch it and or don't want any spoilers.
Okay, yeah. So if you guys don't want any spoilers, maybe. Well, we're going to mention a couple things probably.
What are you going to mention?
Well, I was talking last night with Josh because he's a huge Game of Thrones fan.
Is he really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, I knew he watched it, but he's into it.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the moment with Arya and the direwolf in the last episode.
Yeah. Nymeria, or Nymeria, whatever her name is. And she was like, bye, bitch.
Well, and so like
bye, bitch.
Well, so like the way that happened, I took away from that moment that it wasn't that direwolf. But upon like actually thinking about it more and then talking to Josh, like, it was, but because Arya had taken such a different path since she had last seen the direwolf, and the direwolf also has taken a completely different path. Arya, it's like it was sort of like a mutual respect, like a nod, like, yes, we used to be this, but now we're our separate ways, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that was interesting to think about.
Can I also throw a theory out there, though? It's like, you remember that Simpsons episode when Bart or Milhouse or somebody sells their soul to the devil and then the 7-Eleven doors don't open up anymore? like, since she did all that many-faced God thing and she can become anybody, maybe Namira, like, recognized that it was her, but was like, you are not you anymore.
You're not you anymore. You're different. You've gone down a whole different
path.
Like,
if Arya went to 7-Eleven, the doors would not open for her.
I never watched The Simpsons regularly, so I don't know that reference, but that sounds about right.
So he sold his soul to the devil, and then all the things that he enjoyed about being a person, like, didn't work for him anymore.
Why did he sell his soul to the devil?
I don't know. It was just some stupid episode where he is silly.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's The Simpsons. It's very silly.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting thing for me. But the meeting tonight.
What?
The meeting's gonna happen.
Jon Snow and Khaleesi.
They're gonna meet.
Bitch.
I wonder what's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of theories floating around that he is a Targaryen, that Ned Stark actually, it was not some bastard child of some other woman, that he's a Targaryen and Ned Stark just like adopted him or whatever. I forget that theory.
Yeah.
But that'd be lit. I just want to see them make out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. That'd be such an epic OTP, right? Yeah. How many people are there in the Seven Kingdoms? Do you know?
I don't know. What do you mean,
a couple
people?
million? Just like
characters?
Total, no, like total population.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't think it's probably less than like 5 million, which makes it less than the amount of MeUndies sold today.
Julian, you did not. Julian
has sold over 5 million pairs. Which is amazing because according to me and my source being me as the expert I am at being me, that is more people in Game of Thrones, the Seven Kingdoms. Guys,
sinks and disappears into couch.
I love MeUndies so much, and let me just tell you
they're pretty fucking great.
Before I get into like the product, which the micromodal fabric, 3 times softer than cotton, sustainably sourced materials, and amazing designs, get yourself some MeUndies. I just want to say the team at MeUndies is one of the most supporting, wonderful, pleasant, hardworking, and internet-friendly teams I've ever come in contact with. I took a meeting with MeUndies, which a lot of which has to deal with Wapsicle. We're talking about a lot of different things potentially. But when I came to them a week, not even a week, like 5 days before the 24-hour stream, and I said, hey, I just thought, since we're doing a 24-hour stream, if you guys wanted to get in on it, let me know. And they figured out something and turned it around in no time. And they were so happy.
So they could give people underwear.
So we could give away underwear. And it was just such a great experience to have like them step up. So I just want you to know that like we love all of our sponsors, but there's a special place in my heart for the MeUndies family. They really stick their neck out for us and come through when we need them. So with that said, guys, you should forget about boring black and white gray underwear. MeUndies has all sorts of different patterns, colors, and designs. They release limited edition patterns every month, which are always really, really dope. This month's patterns were designed by legendary 80s clothing brand Cross Colors. The names live up to their bold designs and bright colors like Increase, De Peace, You Dig, and the OG. You have to see them for yourself, though. It's funny, I had a pair... it was the colors one, and it had yellow. It was like patterned yellow, green, and white. And I was trying to show them off on stream, but because we green screened out the background, I was holding them up, and it was invisible. It's like little white spots.
Oh, you're funny.
Right now, you guys get 20% off your first order when you go to MeUndies.com/Jenna Julien. Yeah, check them out. Thank you, MeUndies.
Thank you, MeUndies. Oh boy.
We're on the couch.
I know.
I'm hot.
I'm getting a little hot too. Can I just say one of my favorite moments from your 24-hour live stream when you were descending into complete madness and someone had quoted the Nick Crumpton, England is my city. So then the chat just fucking digressed into, well, first Jeff started it. Because Jeff said,
McRib is my bagel.
McRib is my bagel.
Because we're just making fun of like how dumb that saying is. Like, England is my city. Obviously, England's not a city.
So he said, McRib is my bagel. And then the chat just turned it into bread is my wet.
Bread is my
Starbucks is my shampoo.
But like, there were a good handful of people who stayed with us all 24 hours.
Right.
So I think the chat was also starting to lose their minds.
Yeah. We were all just loopy-doopy.
We were loopy. There was someone tweeted something at me that was like, when you stay up for 24 hours, you have the same mindset as someone who has a 0.10 alcohol level.
Oh yeah, you're literally drunk.
You're literally drunk, which is
That's why,
more drunk than you can be driving.
Legally, yes.
Legally, you can't
That's
drive.
why when I stay up and do videos and stuff, I would never, ever, ever drive. You always drive.
I always drive. Well, I always drive regardless, but yeah.
You mostly always drive. Sometimes I drive.
Yeah, you sometimes drive. But yeah, like we started losing. If you guys want to see like a complete moment of just like you got nothing left mentally, go to the last hour of our stream. It's on Twitch. The whole thing's archived.
What?
The whole thing's archived.
Really?
Yeah, and we're gonna put it on YouTube too. But you probably can't watch it because the audio is gonna like
cut out because of the music.
But Twitch, you can watch the whole stream. You can watch all 24 hours and 18 seconds.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah. How
can they do that?
Because Twitch, they know what they're doing.
It's crazy.
Bread is my wet.
Bread is my wet.
We turned on a custom game with me, Chris, and Josh, and then we just started like driving motorcycles around and going after loot crates and changing up like it was just so fuckery.
Would you do a 24-hour live stream again? I feel like after that one, I was like, Julien, you should do this again, but do like 12 hours.
I could kill 12 hours. I would have zero problem. Like, and that's the thing, like, I think doing 24 hours first as like your big event stream is really cool because you've done the hardest thing.
Right.
So that, like you said, every other stream isn't going to be easy, but it's definitely going to pale in comparison.
Right.
I would have no problem with a 12-hour stream. I could even do like a 15 or 16-hour stream. I would even do another 24-hour stream.
Really? You'd do it again?
I would do it again. If I felt like the timing was right, and maybe this time we got a charity on board and we donated, did it for a charity or something. But I would definitely do a 24-hour again. I think I learned a lot from that first 24-hour stream. Like, I learned a lot in terms of, so I was talking about with Jason. I watch a lot of Dr. Disrespect, which, by the way, we almost got in a game with him. We had contact with his mods.
I almost died when you said that. I was like, bitch, you lying, boy.
Dude, Priv literally said,
you lying.
Their mods knew we were doing the 24-hour stream and were trying to reach us during the 24-hour stream to get a game. The problem is,
I'd be too nervous to play with him. Man.
Well, the problem is when you're streaming, you're not checking your messages, so Doc couldn't link up. But I want to. Eventually, that would be amazing. I'd be nervous as fuck, but I watch him all the time.
Right? I'd be terrified.
Yeah, but back to what I was saying is, I watch him a lot. I watch a lot of streamers a lot, and one thing that I've always been impressed with is how well they manage reading subs, bits, donations, while also being entertaining and playing a game well.
Yeah.
And they have their routines where they'll mute themselves during the game sometimes to shout people out, or they'll do it in intermission between games and this and that. And I felt like that's one thing that I couldn't really prepare for this 24-hour stream, because I didn't really know what the response was going to be. I knew we were going to have front page time. I knew that there's going to be more people than normal because it's an event. People like to show up for this thing. Yeah. But I also didn't know the level of how many things I was going to have to read, and it was a lot. It was 15 times the volume of our normal, and I feel like that's something I learned a lot from. I got a lot better at interacting with the comments, but also the subs-based donations, while also streaming and gaming. It
is hard. It's like an incredible use of multitasking to run that type of stream successfully.
Yeah. Yeah, but
it's a lot of multitasking.
It's cool to know that it's possible, though.
I fucking died though when you said that Dr. Disrespect wanted to play a game, and I'm like, oh my god, y'all, Dad fucking knows we're alive. He knows we exist. Or one of his mods knows we exist.
Yeah. Maybe the way to get in a game with him is do another 24-hour stream.
Would you do a 24-hour stream with the sole purpose of getting noticed by Dr. Disrespect?
I would do another 24-hour stream with the sole purpose of getting in a game with him.
I would just do it to get noticed. Noticed as Dad.
Why don't you just go on his stream and donate like $100? He'll be like, $100 donation.
Hold on, I have to stretch. And it's Wednesday, my just Do you ever yell stretch?
Do I ever yell stretch?
Yeah, I yell stretch all the time.
Babe, do you know me? I yell stretch all the time.
Yeah, you do yell stretch.
I yell stretch so loud.
It's terrifying. You also yell sneeze.
Yeah, well, I'm a dad. Don't laugh. Peach gum.
You yell breathe. You yell sneeze. You do. Uh-oh. Guys, dog fight.
Wait, she's not allowed to leave? What is that?
Marble, she's allowed to go.
Marble.
Peachy, go sit with Daddy.
Peach, come. Go.
See, this is so nice that we're having a couch cast, so the dogs aren't crying to get into the podcast.
They don't even know we're podcasting. Their brains can't comprehend what's happening.
They don't know what we're doing.
They just think we're like laying here, and instead of playing video games, we're just talking.
Julian called Marble something new and funny yesterday. You called him the negative magnet. And I'm the positive.
Well, because you were like, Jenna's sitting here on the couch, and she literally goes, all right, guys, I'm too hot, and moves them away. I'm like, what, are you going to move a positive magnet away from its negative counterpart? Like, it's just going to float back, and then soon enough, he just floats back to her. He's like magnetized to Jenna.
Yeah, he's my little magnet.
He's feral.
Julian's also been calling him feral.
Look at him. He's feral.
Like, he's super tame and sweet when he's with me, and then when he's away from me, Julian's like, he's feral. It's feral.
It's feral. Its eyes are bloodshot. It's feral.
He's not feral.
He's feral.
He's not feral.
He's feral.
Look at him. He's a sweet little angel.
He sounds feral to me. I can hear him from here.
I fell asleep with my makeup on last night.
Good work.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Do you ever do that, Julian?
Yeah, all the time.
Sometimes I do, honestly.
I know, trust me, I see the bed.
I have red eyebrows. Yeah, and it gets on my
The bed gets makeup all over it.
Sorry.
No, it's funny.
I want to get my own pillowcase, though. I want to get a satin one because I hear it's better for your hair and your skin. But then it won't match our sheets.
Why would you get a satin one when you can lay in one?
Oh my God, I want you to leave.
Okay, where should I go?
Guys, welcome to the Jenna Podcast. Julian has been kicked off.
Twitch.tv/Jenna.
You think you're so funny with your dad jokes, but you're not.
I am funny.
I was reading dad jokes on the stream when we started going crazy.
You were. That was helpful.
They were pretty bad.
I can show you. I want to say I wish I could show you the room right now, but if you check out my vlog that comes out on Tuesday, I show you the whole setup for 24 Stream 24. And it's crazy because we brought the couch in there, like our little couch, and taped the entire couch green so that
just the back.
Well, like the back wall, the back, chair of it, because when no one's sitting in it, you could just see a couch. So we're like, okay, we have to make it invisible. But then if more people wanted to sit in the room, we had room for 2 on the couch. It was kind of a perfect setup.
It was pretty good.
I think it worked out really great.
Yeah. I mean, that room's still like tight with all the equipment and the big table and...
Yeah.
But it's enough, like, you, Jeff, Jason were in there, and Jason was also gaming.
Yeah, we had 2 PC sets.
Then I would be in there. Like, one point, Gabs and Josh were also in there. Like, you can fit a lot of people in there around that setup, but you'll be a little squished and uncomfortable, but you can fit.
Yeah.
I
We should get a second PC set up and do LAN parties.
LAN party!
We should do that. Why don't we do that?
I don't know.
I guess because we're doing some revamping. I'm sure we've mentioned it to the podcast room.
We're trying.
We're getting a new table. We're going to get new lights. So once that stuff has been done, I think that'd be cool to have 2 PCs. Because when we went to Ethan and Hila's, they have the same thing. It's like a room with 2 different PCs, so you can do LAN parties.
Yeah.
I always want to do LAN parties.
I want to do a LAN party.
Every time I hear LAN party, I think of Ryan Higa.
Ryan Higa loves LAN parties.
Yeah, they all do LAN parties.
My favorite was when they surprised him for his birthday with just a LAN party setup.
Yeah, that's like the best birthday gift ever, a LAN party, surprise LAN party. I miss them.
Right? Like, was it my 29th birthday? I think Julian was super upset because he wanted to go, like, do stuff and, go out to dinner. And all I wanted was to play Elder Scrolls, and you let me. And it was, like, the best birthday present.
I know, I'm all about like doing the most and being extra on your birthday, and all you want is just like not
that. I want the opposite of that. I want to do nothing.
Well, I think 4 years into it now, I've learned I know how to make.
I'm dead serious when I say I want nothing and I want to do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, that is my present. I love it.
Nothing is my present.
Nothing is my present. Bagel is my LAN party.
Okay, now we're starting to actually lose our mind again.
Bread is my wet.
Bread is my wet.
I feel like it's going to take another...
Like at least another day or 2.
Yeah, like a day for us to be back to normal.
Tomorrow's going to be tough because of workout and stuff.
Yeah.
But we have Thrones and we have... I need to get some PUBG in tonight because I already missed the game.
Yeah, are you sick of the game now that you've played it for 24 hours?
No, what's crazy is We only got 3 chicken dinners. So I underperformed in PUBG, like winning wise. I wanted to do better than I did because I feel like a lot of my best games are often off stream, which I guess is normal. But obviously the day after, like yesterday, for the first part of the day, I was like, I can't even think about that game or even think about streaming.
Yeah.
But after talking about it with Jason and watching a little on stream on Twitch today, I'm like, fuck, I'm
ready to play again.
I want to get better. I want to keep playing.
That's crazy because I feel like I could play Elder Scrolls for 24 hours straight and just want to wake up and play it again the next day. Like it won't make me sick of it at all.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, well, I gotta go play PUBG, guys, so, just kidding.
Did you know that there's an achievement in Elder Scrolls called Master Angler where you just catch fish?
Really?
Yeah. So, like, you know, in your profile or whatever, you can put, like, Master Wizard or, like, Fighters Guild Victor or, like, Maelstrom Arena Champion. Like, some achievement that you've unlocked, you can put so it says under your character name.
Sort of like in your Twitter bio where you put your achievements?
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of like that. So, I've walked around and, like, played with a bunch of people, and every once in a while, you'll see someone that says Master Angler. And, like, one guy, I'm in his guild, and I was like, that is like, it's so legit. It's so fucking insane. I was like, how long did it take you to get that? Like unlock that? And he was like, 1.5 years.
Oh my God.
Of fishing in a video game. It's so, Julian, am I kidding? It's so fucking boring. And it's not like, oh, you caught a fish, you unlocked it. You have to catch like rare fish in every location in the game. Isn't that stupid?
I love 2017.
It's so stupid. It's incredible.
I love it. I love video games.
Master Angler.
There was someone tweeted at us during the stream. There was a Twitch Xbox achievement for watching a stream for 8 hours.
I saw that.
Yeah. So they were tweeting us like, "Oh, thanks for helping me unlock this achievement."
That's
like,
so
no
funny.
problem, fam.
When Julian does last minute trips and goes out of town, I'll like if Chris is streaming or like Snake or somebody, I'll usually watch them like on the TV because it like I don't know. Since you guys are always streaming and playing, it like makes me feel like you're here, like I'm not alone when I'm watching somebody else stream, you know? So I was watching Chris stream one time when you were out of town and on the TV, his head is just in the bottom left corner. So I taped a couple of pieces of paper together and drew him a body and then sent him a picture and was like, oh, Chris, thanks for coming over and hanging out.
And then I came home and I was like, wait, did you make Chris a body? Because it's like under his head in the bottom left corner. So funny.
So, you know, just a pro tip. If you're ever feeling alone and someone's on your TV, like streaming and sitting, just make them a body.
Yeah.
You know? And it feels like they're here.
Fuck, man. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us for another podcast.
Yeah, this is really nice to be on the couch and chill. Like, we've done a car cast.
We've done 2 car casts.
We could do a bed cast, like a non-sexual platonic bed cast.
Well, non-sexual, not platonic. Because we're still together. Well, or we could just do a sexual bed cast.
Ew!
Just kidding.
My God. You need Jesus.
I have Jesus. He's in my pocket Jesus. He's right here.
He's my negative magnet.
Yeah, well, let us know if you guys like the couch cast. We can obviously do it again.
And thanks for letting us do something a little more chill because we were on the internet for 24 hours straight live. So.
Yeah, but we wanted to be here and talk to you guys. So thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys in a week. Hopefully you enjoy your week in Game of Thrones and all the stuff. And if you got MeUndies, hopefully they're comfortable and wonderful. And
also let us know your thoughts about the UFC fight in Jon Jones and Tanya Evinger. Chris Cyborg didn't die. She got down to 145 because we all know if she went to 135, she would die. I feel like they invented that weight class just so she could have a belt.
It's Cyborg 45.
Yeah.
It's 100 cyborg pounds.
But she really is truly dominant, and it will be interesting to see if other people decide to step up. And I would love to see Holly Holm fight at 145. I think that's a more appropriate weight class for her.
Be a dope fight.
But anyways, let us know what you thought about UFC or the live stream or anything else we talked about in the stream in the comments. And we love you and appreciate you.
See you guys next week.
We're going to rest some more.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.